Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always. What are we looking at today?
Today we're going to be looking at this website. It's called Mr. Prof LMS.
Mr. Prof LMS. Interesting. What is that?
So it looks like some kind of online educational platform. It's mostly in Arabic, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, there are some English translations here and there, but it seems to be primarily for folks who speak Arabic.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's got a bunch of different courses, like a lot of different courses, and it seems to be kind of focused on standardized test prep and academic subjects.
Huh. Interesting. So taking a peek into maybe a different educational system.
Yeah, exactly. A different part of the world, kind of seeing what their educational priorities are, what they focus on.
I like it. So what kind of courses are we talking about here?
Well, let's see. For test prep, they've got GAT, SAAT.
Grade 8, SE8.
Those are,
I think those are more common in the Middle East, maybe.
yeah, I think you're right. They also have SAT prep, which is interesting. So that's the American SAT.
Oh, interesting. So maybe catering to like an international audience too?
Yeah, it seems like it. They even have something called STEP exam prep.
STEP. Never heard of that one.
Me either. But what's really kind of striking to me is the repetition of certain subject areas across all these different tests.
What do you mean?
So they have, let's see, biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics.
Oh, the classics. The core STEM subjects.
Exactly. And they just keep popping up. Like across all these different exams, it makes you wonder, what's the driving force behind that focus, you know?
Yeah, that's a great observation. And it really speaks to, I think, global trends, right? Like we're seeing a huge demand for STEM professionals pretty much everywhere, but especially in emerging economies.
So are they kind of like building a pipeline?
I think so. A pipeline of future engineers, scientists, all those critical roles in a tech-driven world.
Yeah, like prepping them for the future workforce.
Yeah.
But hold on, there's more. It's not just about those hard science skills either.
Oh, what else do they have?
They also have categories for, like, verbal and quantitative skills.
Verbal and quantitative. Yeah, those are essential too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not as flashy as like building a robot or something.
Right,
But
exactly.
they're the foundation.
Yeah. And I remember, like, those sections on standardized tests, always stressful.
Oh, tell me about it. But they're really testing those like critical thinking skills, problem solving, communication.
Yeah, stuff you actually need in the real world.
No matter what you do. Exactly. So it's interesting to see that they're, emphasizing that here too. It's not just about memorizing facts.
It's about being able to, like,
Yeah.
analyze things, solve problems, communicate effectively, that kind of stuff.
Right. And those skills are valuable everywhere, not just in one specific region or anything.
Totally. Okay, read here for this. This one really threw me for a loop.
Okay, hit me.
They have a course called Foundation of Preschool Mathematics.
Foundation of Preschool Mathematics. Wow. Preschool math.
I know. I've never seen that before.
That's so interesting. It really highlights, I think, the growing emphasis on early childhood education. There's more and more research showing how important, like, early math skills are for later academic success.
It's not just about, like, learning your multiplication tables early.
Right.
It's about building those core skills, like cognitive skills.
Right, that foundation. And, offering structured math learning at such a young age, that could have a huge impact on those kids later on, like throughout their whole education.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. It's like setting them up for success from the very beginning.
Exactly.
So, I mean, this whole platform has been pretty eye-opening.
Yeah.
We've got this huge emphasis on STEM, the focus on those all-important critical thinking and problem-solving skills, and now this focus on early math education.
Wow. It's fascinating to see how, different systems around the world prioritize different areas of study and how those choices, reflect their vision for the future, like what they think is important, what they think their kids will need.
It's true. And, we can't forget about those English language courses we saw, too.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What's the deal with those? Like, why offer those alongside Arabic courses?
Well, it just goes to show how important English is in, our increasingly globalized world.
Right.
So many industries require English proficiency, especially if you're working internationally, collaborating with people from different countries.
Yeah, makes sense.
So maybe these courses are like equipping these students to operate on a more global stage, right? Whether it's in business, research, whatever.
Yeah, preparing them for a future that's interconnected.
Yeah.
globally connected.
Exactly.
So I guess what we've learned today is, well, we've gotten a glimpse into a system that's really focused on preparing its students for a future that's driven by, like, technology and this global interconnectedness.
Yeah, it's like a little window into their world.
It's been super interesting.
I agree.
It makes you think, what skills are going to be, like, most valuable in 10 years, 20 years?
Right.
And are our educational systems here keeping up? Are we preparing our students for that future? It's a big question.
It is, and it's something worth thinking about, for sure.
And that's our deep dive for today.
Until next time.
See you then.